Hi, so this is basically for the Economics 2 course online. And so what I wanted to do was kind of make this video for you as the beginning, the start when you go to this course. And so the first thing that I'd like to do is to introduce myself. Who am I? Okay, well, first of all, I am the instructor for this course, and what is my name? Okay, so my name is Wesley Oliphant. Okay, so sometimes it's difficult to spell my last name, especially. Sometimes people with the first name, they leave out the second E. So just so you know how you spell my name. Okay. All right. So what I wanted to say in this kind of introductory video was to define certain things that I think are particularly important. Okay. The first one is simply trying to get at what is the definition of this course. This course is Econ 2. But it's about macroeconomics. So what do we mean when we talk about macroeconomics? Okay, so the first thing that we need to do before we do that is to define what economics is. Okay, so economics is supposed to be the following. Okay, it's the study of decision making of how to allocate scarce resources. Okay, the idea is when resources are scarce, you need some way of how to distribute them. Okay, and so that's what economics at most fundamentally is all about. Okay, all right, so given that that's economics, the question is what is macroeconomics? Macroeconomics is a particular branch of economics. Okay, and when we mean macro, we're talking about a specific scale. So we're still talking about the definition of economics. Okay, and as we see here, definition is the same. The study of decision making of how to allocate scarce resources. That's what makes it economics, but what makes it macro is the fact that it's at the national scale. And that's why when we talk about topics like GDP, or we talk about topics like consumer price index, inflation, okay, or basically recession, we're talking about macroeconomics, okay, because these are indicators for the national economy. Okay. All right, so some other things that I want to highlight here at the beginning, again, with these definitions, if you're having issues kind of remembering them or, just listening to what I say or just seeing it briefly, remember you can always pause this video to write down these definitions. Okay, some other things though that I want to highlight is when you're on Canvas, okay, for this course, to look at, first of all, the introductory section. Okay, one of the things that's important here is the Canvas tour. Okay, this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on in terms of how the class is structured, where to find certain things like announcements or the syllabus or maybe the discussion that you want to participate in. Okay, that's where to go. Another thing that is important in this introductory section is about the Remind app. Okay, the Remind app is very important in that, well, first of all, it's an opportunity for you to get extra credit, but it's also valuable in other ways. Okay, what it is essentially is a way for me to text you and for you to text me without either of us knowing each other's phone number. Okay, and I think this is just a faster way to communicate rather than through email, and so it's going to be very valuable. Okay, another reason for it is also it'll give me the opportunity to remind you when something is due. Okay, there are going to be due dates for the homeworks, due dates for quizzes, due dates for exams. And so what I'll try to do is, a day before or maybe even the day of, I will let you know of this due date. Okay, so to just kind of remind you of it to make sure that you do it. Okay. All right, so basically when you have a chance, try to look at some of the other parts of the introductory section before you move on to look at other parts of the course. Okay, and if you have any questions, again, please let me know, and that's also in the introductory section. Basically, and in the syllabus as well, how to communicate with me. Thank you.